The heart of the mobile weather lab is this weather station with no moving parts. Doppler is used to tell us what kind of precip, even the size of raindrops. Ultrasound is used to tell us the wind direction and wind speed. The barometer is measured here, and finally the temperature, and all this data is sent to the back of the vehicle, Megan.
Which Ed is where we can share it with all of you at home. It's really cool. We've got all kinds of information that can tell you what we've got wherever the mobile weather lab has gone.
We have several cameras on board the mobile weather lab. We have a number of GoPros that are mounted throughout the vehicle, but this particular one is the one we can address and broadcast to you at home as we move through town. But there is a camera outside that gives you a great look at the sky. Steve?
It's operated by a joystick, almost like operating a video game. That camera we can take and do a 360 up, and especially looking at the sky, getting a sense of any weather that's headed in this direction. We can literally stay on top of the weather.
Our mobile weather lab is a great tool for weather and news. We used it in the tornado-torn areas of Rochelle and Fairdale. The mobile weather lab and all its equipment allows us to bring you weather as it's happening and to bring you the results of weather. Look at this, the tornado that went through Rochelle, Illinois, and what it did to this family-owned farm. In the family for generations, reduced to this in just a matter of seconds. And before Fairdale's hardest hit area was officially open to media, the mobile weather lab's rooftop camera captured the scene. We were able to later compare images from Google Street View with video and still images we shot from the vehicle. You can only know the scope of what you've lost when you compare it to what stood here before.
Severe weather can strike at any time of the day while you're at work and the kids are at school. And that's a risk that districts here don't take lightly. Sites like this make schools like this jump into action.
Your attention, please.
It's only a drill, but Oswego High School has a definite plan just in case. School District 308 knows the importance of having a customized drill.
It's really important because we have a really big school. Each grade is getting bigger and each grade needs to know what to do and where to go.
And that's the key, knowing exactly where to go. Students are guided to spots with no windows. Not only would shattered glass be dangerous, as you can see in this surveillance video from a Missouri school, but 200-mile-per-hour winds can turn ordinary objects into missiles. Flying debris is the biggest tornado hazard. The goal is to put as many walls as possible between the students and the storm.
I feel like our school keeps us very safe.
Like many other schools, Oswego High has renovated and added on to accommodate for more students, forcing the drill to constantly change. Oswego's fire marshal and police chief observed today's drill. So you were impressed?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because seconds count when you're talking a tornado.
They sure do, and that's why the pre-planning and the pre-drills, are so important, because then it's just second nature.
We can anticipate them more than we can in the past, but it's still important to get to a safe place.
Smartphones and social media are effective and inexpensive ways to keep parents in the loop.
Facebook and Twitter feeds to parents that give them instant access to communication. Years ago, it was news had to report, or a phone calling system would delay parents at the end getting the message later.
It all comes down to students being able to take immediate action in a crisis situation.
Make sure that we can do everything that is in our power to make sure that our students and staff are safe and well.
Here's another weather myth. A highway overpass is a safe place to be if you're driving and a tornado is nearby. That's wrong. Instead, go to the nearest ditch and cover your head and neck.
There's parallel parking.